Hi guys, Sci-Fi Surfer here, and I would like to show you the light side version of the saber that I have built. Some of you have seen the dark side version that I did with the leather wrappings around the hilt. This light side version features the Plector Labs Prism 5.1 as opposed to the dark side version that I did previously that had the nano biscotti. The additional functions of the Prism 5.1 are accessed via this little aux button that I have set up here in the control box. So main ignition switch and aux button. You can see, you can see it. You can see that the the ignition button is flashing. This is because the board is awake already and is not in standby mode at the moment. I used the stainless steel shrouding here and painted it in a sort of a titanium silver color that I thought was very fitting to a Jedi's robe, or that the general light side concept of how the colors are working here. You also have the golden radiator fins of the crystal chamber that it is set up with. Here you can see the crystal chamber in the bottom. I hope it's in focus. Yeah, I think so. In order to, I didn't want to have any recharge port from the outside messing up what the saber or the hilt would look like. So I decided, as well as I did with all the others of these saber versions that I have made, that to unscrew the pommel and draw out the chassis a little bit in order to reach the recharge port and also be able to access the SD card of the soundboard would be nicer if that could be done internally. So I made it this way, that you unscrew the pommel, as you saw before if you watched the other video. Then you can hook your finger into the chassis and just draw out the chassis that much in order to be able to access the SD card right here, the rice cable that I included for this build, and also obviously the recharge port. You can see nicely that my resonance chamber that I did back here doubles as my handle in order to draw out the chassis. And at the bottom you can sort of start to see the protected battery. It's a Keep Power 18650 3600 milliamp. When you're done charging and you figured out that your SD card is now set up for everything, you can just replace your chassis by pushing it back in. Screw the pommel back on and you're ready to go. Okay, so if the saber is ignited, you can see very nicely the crystal in the crystal chamber, and that corresponds or mirrors the blade as I did with the other saber as well, because I still think that that is the way that should behave. You can see the little accent LEDs that I added to the control box. And in my second video that I'm going to do just now, I will show you how the blade attaches and what the blade effects will do. Thank you for watching.